Hey guys, it's Liz and we're flipping things, and today we're shipping. I have like 3 completely different sized items that are going out for eBay, so I thought it would be a good idea or a good time to show you how I ship a few items. I am not an expert. I am often just making do, but my packages get there safely, and that's really what matters. My buyer gets their product safely. So stay tuned and I'll show you. So, welcome back to my channel. No Trevor today. Sorry, everyone. But he says hi. So, today I am shipping out 3 items that I have that have been purchased on eBay overnight. And they are all 3 very different sizes. So, I thought it would be a good time to show you at least me packing some items up. One is like very bulky. I'll show you the first one, and I talked about this in yesterday's video, but this is a giant Kichler 5-light chandelier. I got this on clearance at Lowe's like a while ago, like the end of August, and it finally sold. But it's like 16 by 16 across. And that's not standard for boxes. Like, all of my boxes are long enough, but then they're not wide enough across. So, that's a pain in the butt. One is this Google, what's the Google phone called? It's the Google phone. I don't know. I have an iPhone. I don't know. But it's a body bumper for that. And this I got in my Catch and Deals mystery box. It was one of those like filler items, right? So there was like big items in there that made the box money. This was not one, but I listed it because I had it and it sold. Ironically, this sold to someone that's about, when I looked at their address, like 8 miles away. I almost wanted to just drive it and put it in their mailbox, but no, he paid for shipping. So I'm going to ship it off 8 miles to him. And then the third is this little set of plates. They're little flower plastic plates. These were given to me by a family friend. They're really cute. Like, I mean, I live with all boys, so like we would never use flower plates, but they're super cute. And spring is coming, and these are super springy. So let's jump into what we're doing with these. I'm obviously going to go with the easiest one first, which is the phone case. For that, I'm just going to use one of my bubble mailers. I use these for like all my DVDs, video games. Like, these are so awesome for small items. And I buy them like in bulk on eBay. There is a link in the description bar if you want to see the ones that I purchase. I buy them by like the case, but you can buy smaller sets of them or lots of them if you're not selling as many small items. But this is super easy because it's literally just drop it in the package, and they have self-adhesive. So that's done. I'm going to put this aside. I will go do the labels and put those on too, but on the days when I sell all items like this, it is like so nice because it's just literally like throw it in the bag, off to the post office. I will say my husband's sitting right here. He's not making fun of me at the moment, but he did offer to take all this to the post office for me, which is super nice. Thanks to Kevin. All right, next we've got our 6 plates. And what I'm going to do with these, just because I want to keep them, so my like square boxes, were not quite wide enough to fit these. The ones you know what? It just occurred to me. I better make sure, I can show you. I do have my little scale right here. This is what I weigh all my small items with. My big items I actually weigh with my like bathroom scale. I weigh myself, then I hold the item and I weigh myself again and I subtract. Okay, listen, we're on a budget. I'm gonna double check and make sure that these are not first class before okay, so these are over a pound, so these are not first class. I was just making sure because I didn't check the shipping before I started the video. So these are going priority mail, I'm sure. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna just look up the order and make sure they didn't pick anything different because I am planning to put it in a priority mailbox. Okay, I'm super glad I checked, you guys, because the buyer selected parcel select on this. here's the strange thing. When I look at it, Parcel Select is $8.04 for shipping. Priority Mail is $8. So I'm gonna upgrade them to Priority Mail. One, because then I can use my free Priority Mail box that I got from the post office. I think I actually have the link in my description bar, but if you are looking, if you're shipping with Priority Mail, all the boxes are free. You just go online and order and they ship them right to your house. It's a big savings when it comes to like shipping supplies. But in this case, she paid for Parcel Select, which is much slower. I think it's ground. And Priority Mail is guaranteed. Well, they say it's guaranteed in 2 to 3 days, but we all know after the Christmas debacles that that's not always true. But Priority Mail is faster, and in this case, it's 4 cents cheaper. So I'm going to upgrade her. Then I can use the Priority Mail box that I have and save a little money there and hopefully get the item to her a little bit faster. What I am going to do, because this box is much bigger than the plates themselves, is in sets of 3, I'm going to put these in a couple clear poly bags, or poly bags. These are typically what I use for my Amazon items, because you can see they have the suffocation warning on there. Link also in the description if you're looking for Amazon sales with the suffocation listing. But what I don't want to happen is I don't want these to be bouncing all over the box. So I'm actually going to place 3 of them each in a bag just to keep them together and a little more secure during shipping. So you can see they actually fit perfectly. And then you just take, they're another, again, self-adhesive, super convenient. And I'm just going to tape them off. And look, now the buyer's also protected from suffocation because they've been warmed. So I'm going to do this. There's 6, so 3 and 3. Just because I mean, I know they're plastic. It's not like they're going to break, but plastic can chip and crack, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, number 2. And I don't know about you guys. When I do shipping, I try to reuse as much as I possibly can. So I'm always saving, I'll show you right here, like my grocery bags. When we switched from, when everyone, in New York at least, plastic bags got banned and stores switched to paper bags. And I think like we're supposed to bring our own, but if we don't, it's 5 cents per bag to get the paper bags. But for me, they're like awesome shipping material in terms of like fill. So when I have items that aren't like breakable, like if I'm shipping a mug or ceramic or glass or something that's breakable, we're talking about bubble wrap and I'm like really using my good stuff. But for something like this, where you're talking about 6 plastic plates, what I'm probably going to do is I just take the paper and I use this to sort of stuff the box to keep everything safe. Plus it's good for the environment. We're reusing it, right? I mean, recycling. And this cost me 5 cents, right? Plus it carried all my groceries home. So I just basically take it, kind of rip it in half. I know I could use like scissors. And I'm gonna take my Priority Mail box. These ones are nice. This one is 1092 July 2013. But these ones are nice because they do, if you can see it in there, they do. Hey, you guys. Hey. Hey. They do have the adhesive inside, which is convenient. I do have my handy dandy eBay tape, which I love. I love eBay tape. I don't know, in terms of adhesiveness, it really works. And now that I'm moving to a paid a paid store, that's one of the things you can buy with your shipping supplies that you get every quarter. So I'm going to just basically, what did I do here? Oh, got it, we got it. I'm gonna seal it. I don't always trust this, so I always do after I'm done go over it with some eBay tape just to make sure. And now, I'm kind of like not far enough. I could just maybe you guys can see. What I'm going to do is basically take some paper and just stick it right down in the bottom, because this box is bigger than what we need. So I'm trying to see, can you see? Just something for the plates to sort of set on, so they're not just sitting on the edge of the box, which is not what we want. And then I'm gonna fill it in. I don't know, listen, when it comes to shipping, I gotta be honest, I don't know if Will is watching, but Will's Thrifting Adventures, I'll put the link to his channel in the description bar, but Will is like the most amazing packer I have ever seen. He packs his items so beautifully, box in a box. And I mean, it is like an art form watching him. And if you're like looking to like chill out and just watch some like super amazing packing of items for eBay, go check out Will's channel, because it's amazing. All right, looks like I need a little bit more in terms of filler. I will tell you guys, I used to always include a little postcard with a handwritten note saying thank you. That was when I was first starting out, and I was really desperate to get feedback. And I do think it worked. My feedback was really high at that time. Like, I really got, in like comparing the number of items I sent out to the number of feedbacks I got, it really did work. It's something that has sort of fallen off now, unless it's like someone I know or someone that's actually messaged before. I don't really send, like Jason, thank you for your order. Jason a couple days ago placed an order, and he got a postcard that I felt like I wrote on, and like, an actual handwritten thank you note. But I don't do it for every package anymore, just because it wound up, what I found, it was a little time consuming. And then I was always trying to like write something personal about the item, so it didn't like look like I had just written 50 of them in advance. So I'd be like, I hope you enjoy your video, and it just became like, I don't know. I should probably get back into the habit of doing that. I've seen Harry Tornado, and he has like postcards. So he just sticks a postcard in that I think has like his store name and says thank you or something like that. And maybe that's a good solution. All right, so you can see now everything is in there tight. When I shake it, not much is happening. I'm gonna just basically seal these off. And yeah, that feels really good. I always do the shake test, like, do I hear anything? It feels pretty good. I am going to quickly just run over each side with some eBay tape, just to make sure that that self-adhesive doesn't come off. I got my scissors. So I just basically do each end like this. You can see, I'll do the other end as well. And then I'm in the living room. This is not where I normally pack my stuff, but it is where I had my camera and everything from yesterday. So I will I'll pause and run out of the room when I'm doing the labels, and then I'll come back and put the labels on, because my printer's in the other room, my thermal printer. All right, so this is good to go. I'm gonna drop it on the scale real quick and just see where we wound up for weight. And it looks like this is 2 pounds and 2 ounces. So that's number 2. Now we're on to the problematic item, which is this huge chandelier. And the only box I can find in my house at the moment that will fit it is a bulk box, which I'm not crazy about reusing, because one, it's huge. But I don't know, I don't have anything else that is wide enough for this item to fit in. I wish I had TJ recommended it, and I think TJ heard about it from Harry Tornado, TJ with pallet jacking. It's like this like roll of sort of like adhesive material that's like tall, and you just wrap it around an item that is basically could get shipped in the same box. And if I had that right now, that would make this process a lot easier, but I don't. So we're gonna put it in a giant box. It's gonna be fine. I am just noticing the top of the box is a little dusty, so I'm gonna really quick just dust this. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. I know I'm like higher now, but I wanna get this up and into the big box that it's going in. And now we're just going to fill this in with as much packing paper as we need to keep it secure. I mean, it is secure in its own box. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I don't want this box bouncing around. And there's a lot of extra space in here, unfortunately, because it was either I had boxes that were too small, or I had gigantic boxes that did me absolutely no good. Maybe I'll pause and fill it in. Okay, so I've got this all packed. I think you guys can see it. It is pretty. I wasn't recording. I'm sorry, but I showed you when I wasn't recording that this is fall. I also pulled the chandelier out and put a layer of paper on the bottom as well, to sit the chandelier on top of, just because I felt like then it's surrounded on all sides. It should be safe. I mean, it's in its own box and original packaging. It's never been opened, so I'm sure it's fine, but it can't hurt to be a little extra safe. I am going a little overboard on the tape on this one, just because this sort of has like the leftover bulk.com tape on it, and I got off as much as I could, but I just want to make sure it's all secure. I also, while I was getting this packed, ran into the other room and printed my labels on my thermal printer. So I have those here as well. This one weighed 14 pounds after all the packing material was in. It is a very big box, but 14 pounds. You know, it wasn't cheap to ship. I think that's why this took so long to sell. I didn't think it was going to sell because the shipping was so high on it. So I was really happy, obviously, that it did sell. Honestly, now I'm just trying to cover up as much of the previous packaging and stickers that I couldn't get off as possible. All right, so this actually seems good. I mean, you can hear it shaking a little bit, but not much. I need to get that adhesive roll of packaging material. I will put a link in the description to what I'm talking about, if you want to take a look at it on Amazon, because what I would have done in this case is just taken this chandelier and wrapped it up in this plastic wrap, stuck the label on, and now no extra packing materials, much lighter, obviously, than adding a bunch of paper and stuff inside a bigger box. But okay, so that's all done. So this is the phone case. Whoa, phone case. I just seal it up, and I love the thermal printer. It is the best. Look, it used to be, I spent months and months printing on my regular printer, cutting it out with scissors, and then scotch taping the labels on, and this is just a dream. It's just a dream. There it is, all on. Next is the plates. Same thing, I've got my box all ready to go, and I'm just gonna slap a label on. So easy. I do love the thermal printer. And then my third is, this is going to West Virginia. In this case, she also selected Parcel Select, and I upgraded to Priority Mail because it was only a few cents different. It looks like because you get a bigger discount on Priority Mail. I do want to see, and I don't know, maybe you guys know, I have heard that when you switch to a subscribed or a paid store, which I am doing this week, I was waiting for my tactical arbitrage cancellation to go completely through, which it did. I've heard that you actually get a discount on shipping as well. Like when I moved to top rated seller, my shipping costs went down. I got a bigger discount, which was super cool. And I'm wondering if the same thing happens when you move to a paid store. So maybe that's a test we'll do in the next week, is to see, I know the fees go down a little bit, but do the shipping costs go down at all? Because that would be cool too. All right, so I've got my 3 packages ready to go out. I hope this was helpful. As you guys know, I am not like an expert. I do not have like all the you know, I'm so jealous of the people with their rolls of paper and they just pull it off and rip it. But I am also on a really tight budget. So if I'm able, and when I'm able to use free shipping supplies like these, I love to. If I can reuse boxes that I've already have, I love to do that as well. And for me, I'm reusing shopping bags, obviously only ones that are clean. I would not take something that had like spills on it, but I'm reusing shopping bags as packing material, and I really try to reuse as much as I can because it saves me shipping costs, and it's, you know, it's good for the environment. Like there's a whole lot of pluses. I've seen people with like stickers that says this box has been reused or something like that, which is kind of cool. But again, that's just an expense that I'm like, can I justify an expense like that right now? No, not really. So I haven't done it, but it's a cool idea. So I hope this was helpful. I hope everyone's having a beautiful Thursday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by, and have an awesome day. Bye.